So, if you're in the market for a new SUV or truck right now, you've probably noticed a massive shift happening right on the dealer lots. Full electric vehicles? Yeah, they're kind of just sitting there collecting dust, while plug-in hybrids, or PHEVs, are selling out incredibly fast. People are literally rushing to buy them. But in today's explainer, we're going to look at the hard data to see if that rush is actually justified. Welcome to this breakdown where we're going to separate the myth from the reality of the plug-in hybrid. Let's just dive right into it. Okay, so why exactly are these vehicles flying off the lots? Well, it all comes down to the automaker's brilliant marketing pitch. They call it the perfect compromise. Gas-free daily commutes, meaning you never have to stop at a gas station on your way to work, but you also have a gas engine sitting right there under the hood for long road trips. It completely eliminates range anxiety. I mean, it sounds like the absolute ultimate win-win, right? Well, the reality is starting to look very, very different. Is this dream actually turning into a growing nightmare for consumers? Because behind that brilliant marketing lies a pretty harsh truth that buyers across the country are discovering the hard way. These are highly complex machines, and they come with hidden ownership traps, surprisingly disappointing real-world fuel economy, and a ticking maintenance clock that could completely destroy your vehicle's resale value down the line. We're going to uncover exactly what the dealers aren't telling you.
All right, trap number 1. The two-engine maintenance reality.
Now, a major misconception here is that a plug-in hybrid is just, a simpler EV. It's not. Actually, it's the most mechanically complex type of vehicle on the road today. Why? Because you're forcing the vehicle to carry around two entirely complete powertrains. Think about it like a giant puzzle. On one side, you've got a high-voltage battery pack and electric motor. But then on the other side, crammed right into the exact same vehicle, you have a complex internal combustion engine, a traditional transmission, and the whole exhaust system. You weren't just getting half of each, you were getting all of both.
And for you, the owner, all this complexity simply means double the failure points. You're not escaping traditional maintenance here. You still need your regular oil changes, your spark plug replacements, your coolant flushes for that gas engine. But on top of all of that, you now have to worry about hybrid battery degradation for the electric side. So you have all the traditional maintenance requirements, plus the added anxiety of managing a massive high-voltage battery system.
And let me tell you, that battery anxiety is very real. Because the cost to replace that high-voltage battery if it fails outside of your warranty window, we're talking $8,000 to $12,000. Yeah, it's a massive financial shock that most buyers simply aren't calculating when they look at the sticker price of the car on the lot.
So, the absolutely crucial point is this. For a long-term owner, you are literally buying two problems wrapped into one car. Instead of simplifying your life, you're taking on double the mechanical risk. If you're planning to keep this car for a decade, you need to know that the maintenance clock is ticking on two separate, highly expensive systems.
Moving right along to trap number 2, the deadweight fuel economy lie.
You go to the lot and you see this amazing MPGE, that's miles per gallon equivalent, rating on the window sticker. But here is the secret that dealers won't highlight for you. That high fuel efficiency rating only works under very, very strict conditions. Specifically, you have to plug your car into the wall every single night. Because that tiny electric range, it usually only lasts 30 to 40 miles. If you forget to charge it, or, maybe you just don't have access to a charger, that battery empties out almost instantly. And when that battery hits zero, a massive problem kicks in. You are suddenly hauling around 500 to 800 extra pounds of literal dead weight. To put that into perspective, that's the equivalent of strapping a concert grand piano to your roof just to go to the grocery store. Your car is now forced to rely entirely on a small, totally overworked gas engine to pull the vehicle, plus all those heavy, depleted batteries and electric motors.
Which leads us to this incredibly ironic reality. To quote our source data directly here, on long road trips, their high-tech hybrid actually gets worse gas mileage than a standard, cheaper gas-powered equivalent. I mean, buyers are absolutely shocked by this. You buy the car specifically for the road trips, but because of all that dead weight, you are actually spending more on gas on the highway than if you had just bought a traditional, much cheaper gas SUV.
Okay, let's dive into trap number 3, the 84-month financing disaster.
Now, what's really interesting here is how the math breaks down. Plug-in hybrids carry a massive price premium right out of the gate. We're talking about $4,000 to $7,000 more than a regular gas car. And because the starting price is so much higher and average interest rates are, remaining stubbornly high right now, dealers have to find some way to make that monthly payment look affordable. So how do they do it? They push buyers into predatory 84-month or 7-year financing terms.
Listen, stretching a loan out to 7 years on a highly complex vehicle is basically financial suicide, and this timeline shows you exactly why. In year 1, you take on that high-interest 84-month loan. Fast forward to year 4, and the technology in your car is already becoming outdated as newer, better full EVs hit the market. And then, by year 5, you hit the danger zone. Your hybrid battery capacity is dropping, the warranty is likely nearing its end, and you still have years left on your incredibly long loan.
The painful reality here is that the vehicle is depreciating faster than you can pay it off. You end up hopelessly upside down on a loan for a car that's actively losing its battery range and requires maintenance on 2 separate engines. It's honestly a perfect storm for destroying your personal finances.
All right, so what's the final verdict on all this?
Now, it's important to be clear here. These vehicles are not purely bad. We aren't saying that. They just require highly specific conditions to be a great tool rather than a massive liability. A plug-in hybrid really only makes sense if you have a short daily commute that fits comfortably within that 30 to 40-mile range. You absolutely must have a garage to plug into every single night to actually get that MPGe rating. And crucially, you really should be leasing the vehicle to get rid of it before the warranty ends. That shields you from the $10,000 battery replacement and all that long-term depreciation.
But if you're buying one of these on a long-term loan with the goal of just driving it into the ground to save cash over a 10-year period, that might be the most expensive mistake you ever make. The math just does not support long-term ownership of these dual-engine vehicles right now, for sure.
So it leaves us with a pretty big question. We have to ask ourselves, are plug-in hybrids a necessary bridge to an electric future, or are they just a highly lucrative trap designed to keep us tied to the gas pump and the dealership service center? If you currently own a plug-in hybrid, I really want to know, what is your actual real-world gas mileage, especially on those long road trips? Drop your experiences in the comments below so we can all learn from them. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and I'll catch you in the next one.